everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Brandon Ingram out there with Immanuel Quickley. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And for the Celtics, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the 5. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Now here's Tatum. They set a pick. To the paint. It doesn't go for him. Pirtle with some nice D. Here's Barnes. The rebound, Celtics. Simons outside. Back to Tatum. It's stolen by Barnes. Quickly passes to Barnes. Toronto passing it around. White against Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by White. Brown against Barrett. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Simons left side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And Simon shows off that soft touch inside.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Quickly outside, down low. Here's Pirtle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
The line for the Raptors, Jakob Pirtle, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And so Pirtle nails both of them. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Ingram on the wing. He's guarded by White. Pirtle with a screen on Simons. Quickly from outside. And again, no good by Toronto. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And finished off by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
Pass to Barnes. And here's Ingram. Back to Barrett. Here's Pirtle. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Tatum. Shoots over Barnes. Another one falls for Boston.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Barnes. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And Barnes doesn't back down from anyone, embracing the contact on the way up.
Barnes against Tatum. Brown with a screen. Simons passes to Brown. That one goes in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Back to Quickley. Barrett against Brown. Now here's Barrett. Defense right on him. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Simons deciding where to go with it. There's Tatum with the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Quickley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Ingram. Barrett against Brown. Outside Barrett. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, never let the moment speed him up. Barrett stayed within himself with a little time remaining.
And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he can ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Barrett. Brown with the steal. He's got a clear path. Here's White. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, it all goes back to Jaylen Brown. He got the steal and then sent the ball back the other way.
Here's Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum pulls it in.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
White looking it over. Pass to Simons. shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Quickley finds Pirtle. Now here's Barrett. Shoots. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 5. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Pirtle. Ingram, the pass to Barnes. Simons with a steal. Here's Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 9.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. He's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Simons.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Now here's Barrett, defended by Hauser. Back to Ingram. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Celtics lead by 7. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Tatum. And he can't get that one. Pirtle with some nice D. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Dick, he's checked in for Quickley. That free throw good from Barnes. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Now here's Brown. Going inside. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Brown, you have to account for his acceleration.
Outside Dick. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Dick. Toronto passing it around. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Takes the three. Barnes with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Tatum against Tick. And here's Barnes. The three, Barrett. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 6-point lead. Pass to Queta. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here comes Toronto on the push. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And I like that. Ingram using his length inside.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded by Barnes. And it's Tatum missing.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Outside Dick. Pass to Pirtle. 5 on the clock. The three, Barrett. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Brown. Boston leading by 4. Hauser passes to Brown. Inside. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Ingram's got 5.
Well, Ingram, with the way he shoots the ball, he is a big threat from the corner.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Changes for Boston. Garza's checked in for Queta. Boucher comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Mobo comes in for Scottie Barnes. Walter, he's checked in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Brandon Ingram. .127 left now in the first quarter. Here's Garza. And the layup falls.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Raptors trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Mamukelashvili. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Dick. Here's Mobo. Back to Dick. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Boston. Over to the left wing. Pritchard surviving the D. Outside White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. No made baskets yet. Pass to Murray Boyles. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. More 2K action in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Chris Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The Celtics with the lead. Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Can't get it to fall. Toronto shooting just 42% so far in the game. White with a steal. They're running. Here's Garza. Deflects the pass. And it's in there. And the Celtics lead by 3. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's play.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you guys.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's Shed. He's scoreless. Pass to Dick. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Sam Hauser.
And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Dick. Simons is checked in for Garza. And so he hits both. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Now here's Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Out to the wing. Murray Boyles, and too long on the shot.
Well, the process was good. A solid look inside. Sometimes the basketball just doesn't go in.
Hauser, that's good.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Mobo. Toronto passing it around. Here's Shed. And again, Toronto, no good.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Outside White. The three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. The Raptors making a switch here. Quickley against Simons. Here's Mobo, still without a bucket. Shot clock at 5. Quickley passes to Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's Simons with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to Brown. White with a screen on Ingram. Here's Brown. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Here's Mobo. Pass to Quickley. Now Grady Dick to get back on track. Nails it from 3. Dick's got 5 points.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Outside White. Back to Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Mobo. Shot is up. Simons with a rebound.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
White, good.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Dick. He's got 5. Ingram with a screen on White to the middle. Outside Dick. 4-3. Can't get it to drop. Boston leading by 14. Here's White. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Dick. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Quickly passes to Dick. Now Ingram. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And it's Quickley with a miss. Boston on offense. They're on an 18-5 run. Brown passes to Hauser. Now Boucher. Pass to Brown. The three is up. Rebound Toronto. Dick with it. Now guarded by White. Dick with it. Here's Barnes. Barnes going up with confidence inside.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in for Boucher. Jason Tatum comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Toronto also changed it up. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Mobo. And Barrett subbed in for Dick. Toronto on D. Down by 12. Outside Tatum. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Over Ingram. Boston, no good that time either. Raptors trail by 12. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Quickly finds Barrett. Poeltl with a screen on Brown. Now here's Poeltl. Driving inside, lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Simons against Ingram. And it's Simons penetrating. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Pass to Barnes. And here is Barrett, defended by Brown. Ingram, the pass to Barrett, back to Ingram. Toronto passing it around, quickly from outside. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Simons with a 3. Outside Pritchard. Tatum with a screen. Here's Garza. And that one's on target from the wing. Garza's got 6. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Simons. Ingram against Simons. Shot clock at 6. Ingram, the pass to Quickley. From deep. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown looking around. Up top, Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Barrett. Kicks it to Quickley. Lets it go from deep. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And the shot goes down.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 5. Barrett to end the run. And he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Tatum against Barnes. Now Tatum. He's got 11. Pass to Simons. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 16. Barrett passes to Quickley. Back to Barrett. A minute 22 left in the second. And it's good for 2. Barrett's got 8.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Quickley against Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Left side, Tatum. Pass to Simons. Over Ingram. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Pirtle. There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Here's Tatum. Rebound, Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Barrett. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Pirtle. He's closely guarded. Back to Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And so it's the Boston Celtics now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And here's Quickley. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A 12-point game. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Immanuel Quickley is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at center. Now here's Ingram. Shoots over White. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 9 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense.
Oh, my goodness! Jaylen Brown takes one out of the rafters.
A big athletic finish by Brown, polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Outside Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Barrett into the lane. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Quickley against Simons. Here he goes. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Raptors trail by 10. Outside Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Barrett against Brown. Right side Barrett. Back to Ingram. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. The pull-up jumper. And it's Tatum missing. For Toronto, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Barrett finds Quickley. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston leading by 10. To the inside. It's Brown on the wing. Simons outside. White with a screen on Ingram. Here's Simons. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
Right side Barnes. It's stolen by Tatum. Simons has the open look. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting for Toronto, Jakob Pirtle, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. Boston leading by 11. And here's Brown. 11 points in the game. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto shooting about 41%. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Barrett's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
Back to Tatum for three. Again, the miss by Boston. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Barrett against Brown. Down low. Here's Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Barrett against Brown. Pass to Ingram. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Boston with a rebound. They led by as many as 18. Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. And here's Simons. Offline with a three. It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by Simons. The shot by Ingram, no good.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And stolen by Barrett. Here's Quickley. And throws it down on the coast-to-coast drive.
Yeah, good to see Barrett working hard on defense and coming up with the steal in the process.
Tatum against Barnes. Simons outside. 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Inside, Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Simons, a screen on Barrett. Brown downhill. Outside White. There's the three. Boston, no good that time either. Raptors trail by 7. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Right side Ingram. Kicks it out to Barrett. Back to Ingram. Fires from deep. Boston pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Ingram finds Quickley. Outside Barrett. Back to Quickley from downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. Quickley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tatum against Barnes. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
A skill Scottie Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Toronto passing it around. Here's Barnes. Outside Ingram. Now here's Barrett. Jacks up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. White for 3. Fires in the triple. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Outside Barrett. Back to Quickley. Outside Barnes. Pass to Barrett. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
I love the back and forth. Barrett, I mean, he enjoys this kind of competition.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Mobo, he's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Ingram. Brown against Barrett. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Queta. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Pritchard from outside. Hits a 3-pointer. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now Quickley, defended by Pritchard. Quickley passes to Barnes. Over Tatum. Kicks it to Quickley. Shoots over Pritchard. Boston pulls it in. They led by as many as 18. Here's Tatum. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Barrett can't hit. Boston on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Fires the three. And they get it back. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. Down by 15. Outside Dick. Pass to Quickley. Fires the three. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scottie Barnes.
Pritchard with a screen on Barrett. And here's Brown for three. Offensive rebound. There's Tatum with the three. That one no good.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Brown passes to Queta. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 6 assists in the game. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Dick to the inside. Oh, deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. White against Dick. Now here's White. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Tatum's got 18.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Brown against Barrett. The baseline J. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Boston Celtics looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Celtics lead by 17. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Simons and Brown. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. And here's Simons outside. Bobo with a rebound. Well, the Raptors shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo, covered by Boucher. Here's Dick. Down low. Outside, Brown to the paint. Here's Dick. Outside Ingram. Here's Shed. Pass to Mobo. Walter from outside. The shot won't fall. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Now here's Boucher. Outside Ingram. Outside Dick. To the middle. Here's Mobo. Oh, rejected by Boucher. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Boston leading by 17. Brown passes to Simons, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Right side Brown. 5 on the clock. Simons passes to Hauser. Rebound Toronto. Over to the wing. Here's Shed. Rebound Boston. Richards got his 5th rebound in this one. Simons outside. Pass to Brown. Hauser outside. Here's the 3. Rebound Toronto. Dick's got 4 rebounds now. Raptors trail by 19. Outside Ingram. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Cadis checked in for Boucher. The Raptors also with a sub. Pirtle's checked in. Celtics lead by 19. Simons outside. And here's Brown for 3. Mobo with the rebound. For Toronto, they've got nothing to fall in this 4th quarter. 0 of 5. Dick, the pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Well, when a great scorer can also hurt you with the pass like Ingram did there, it makes them much tougher to defend.
Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 11. Ingram on the wing, defended by Brown. Here's Mobo. Now Pirtle. Toronto passing it around. Shed, that's good. Shed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Pritchard. Toronto also changing it up. Barnes, he's checked in for Mobo. Barrett comes in for Dick. And Immanuel Quickley subbed in for Shed. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
And Allie, thanks. There's Simons with a three. Toronto grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Here's Barrett. Another shot. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Tatum. And
Wow. Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
Quickly finds Barrett. Outside for Ingram. Barnes a screen. To the inside. Tatum with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. It's good. 16 points for Derek White. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Barnes with a screen on White. The three from Quickley. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Outside White. Back to Tatum from behind the arc. Quickly with a rebound.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Pass to Barrett. Quickly outside. Outside Barrett. Launches a three. Simons with a rebound. Simons has got 4 rebounds in the game. Hauser with it. Now Quickly defending. Hauser outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Sam Hauser. At the line for 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors trail by 17. Outside Barrett. The three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Outside Brown. Pass to White. Back to Brown. Fires for 3. Some solid defense from Ingram. Toronto has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Now Pirtle. Now Barrett. Ingram, the pass to Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Brown. Back to Ingram. From outside the arc. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's on Sam Hauser. Boston making a switch here. Simons checked in.
Shooting for Toronto, Brandon Ingram at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
Brown passes to Simons. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Rebound, Toronto. Ingram with the ball. Pass to Quickley. Now here's Barrett, defended by Brown. The three from Barnes. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Inside, Tatum. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Nonius Tatum. At the line, shooting one.
And here's Quickley. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Back to Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Poeltl with a screen on Brown. Barrett passes to Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Second team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl. One shot.
One shot.
And that one falls for Poeltl. Now Simons. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Up top, Tatum shoots. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch and shoot situations.
Barrett finds Quickley. Now here's Barnes. Outside Barrett. Quickley outside. Pulls it from 20. And rebounded by Tatum. Boston leading by 15. Outside White. Here's a pass to Tatum. Simons buries it from outside.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simon right on the money.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
Time now to present our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
I tell you, some people can score and some people can scope. And unquestionably, He was able to scold tonight. Man, the defense had no chance. They couldn't contain him, and he took full advantage.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. And here's Quickley. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 18. Barrett outside. He launches. Oh, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Barrett against Tatum. Jacks up a three. And the Celtics another three.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Quickley against Simons. Quickley passes to Barrett. It's Barnes on the wing. Pirtle with a screen on Tatum. Here's Barnes. Deflected. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. It's stolen by Pirtle.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Jason Tatum.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Just 3 to shoot. And it's Simons missing. And Toronto calls time here. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation. But he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Going with almost an entirely new group here. Boucher's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Brown. Shireman's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. The Raptors also with a sub. Dick's checked in. Toronto shooting a low 26% in the fourth. Pass to Pirtle. Quickley outside to stop the drought. Boston with a rebound. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Pritchard. Now Boucher. Outside Pritchard from the arc. Quickley with a rebound. Now here's Ingram, defended by Hauser. Now here's Ingram. So So we see the Celtics taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jason Tatum.